Have you ever heard the term crack-up boom? It's a term that might sound unfamiliar to many, but it's crucial to understand, especially in today's volatile economic climate. It sounds exciting, doesn't it? The name itself evokes a sense of drama and urgency, like something positive. But in the world of money, it's anything but. The term crack-up boom was coined by the famous Austrian economist Ludwig von Mises. It describes a situation where an economy experiences a rapid and unsustainable increase in economic activity, driven by a fear of impending inflation. It's a scary situation where things seem great on the surface, but underneath, the economy is on the verge of collapse. Imagine a roller coaster. It climbs slowly at first, building anticipation. Imagine a roller coaster. It climbs slowly at first, building anticipation. The initial climb represents the early stages of economic growth, where everything seems to be going well. Then it plunges down at breakneck speed. This sudden drop symbolizes the inevitable crash that follows the unsustainable boom. That's what a crack-up boom is like. It's a dramatic and often devastating economic phenomenon. It starts with a surge in economic activity, but this is fueled by fear, not real growth. People begin to spend money rapidly, trying to get ahead of rising prices. People rush to buy things, worried that prices will skyrocket even higher. This behavior is driven by a lack of confidence in the currency and the economy. This frantic buying only makes things worse, pushing prices up even faster. The more people spend, the more prices rise, creating a vicious cycle of inflation. Eventually, the bubble bursts, leaving a trail of economic devastation in its wake. Businesses close, people lose their jobs, and the economy enters a severe recession or even depression. We've seen this happen before in history, and the consequences are never pretty. The Great Depression of the 1930s and the hyperinflation in Weimar Germany are prime examples of crack-up booms. But don't worry, I'm here to break it down for you. Understanding the mechanics of a crack-up boom can help you navigate through these turbulent times. We'll look at the warning signs, the stages of this economic roller coaster, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself. Recognizing the early indicators can give you a head start in safeguarding your assets. So, buckle up, and let's dive in. We'll explore the intricacies of this phenomenon, understand its impact on the economy, and learn strategies to mitigate its effects on your financial well-being. How do you know if a crack-up boom is brewing? This term, coined by the Austrian economist Ludwig von Mises, describes a situation where people lose faith in the value of money, leading to a rapid increase in spending and a subsequent economic collapse. But how can you tell if this is happening? Are there any warning signs? Absolutely. Just like a storm on the horizon, there are clear indicators that can help you prepare and protect your finances. You bet there are. And just like a storm on the horizon, you need to recognize them early to protect yourself. The first sign to watch for is rising prices. First, keep an eye on prices. Are they creeping up steadily? This isn't just about a few items here and there. Look at the overall trend. Are groceries, gas, and other essentials becoming more expensive week after week? This steady increase in prices is a clear sign of inflation. Then, look at the shelves in the stores. Are they starting to look bare? When supply chains are disrupted and stores can't keep up with demand, it often leads to empty shelves. This scarcity can drive prices even higher, creating a vicious cycle. These are signs of inflation, a key ingredient in the crack-up boom recipe. Inflation erodes the purchasing power of your money, making it worth less over time. But inflation alone isn't enough to cause a crack-up boom. Next, check out the stock market. Is it on a wild ride, swinging up and down like a yo-yo? This kind of volatility can be a sign that investors are losing confidence in the stability of the economy. When the stock market becomes unpredictable, it can lead to panic selling and further economic instability. This volatility is another red flag. It means investors are nervous, unsure about the future. When people start to panic, they often make irrational decisions, which can exacerbate the problem. Finally, listen to what people are saying. Are they worried about the rising cost of living? Are conversations at work, social gatherings, and even online forums filled with concerns about how expensive everything is becoming? This collective anxiety can be a powerful indicator of underlying economic issues. Are they losing faith in the value of their money? When people start to believe that their money won't hold its value, they may begin to spend it quickly, trying to get rid of it before it loses even more value. This rush to spend can accelerate the economic decline. This loss of confidence is a crucial ingredient in the crack-up boom cocktail. It's like mixing a potent drink that can lead to a financial hangover. but you don't have to be a passive observer in this scenario. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding the warning signs, you can start taking steps to protect yourself and your hard-earned money. Educate yourself about financial strategies, diversify your investments, and stay informed about economic trends. Being proactive can make all the difference in safeguarding your financial future. A crack-up boom doesn't happen overnight. It unfolds in stages, each one pushing the economy closer to the edge. Stage 1, the phony boom. This is the initial sugar rush. The economy appears to be booming. People are spending, businesses are hiring, and the stock market is soaring. But this prosperity is built on shaky ground, often fueled by excessive printing of money by the government. Stage 2, inflation takes hold. Remember those rising prices we talked about? They start to accelerate, eating away at your purchasing power. Your money buys less and less and people panic. They rush to buy goods and assets, further fueling the inflationary fire. Stage 3, the economic collapse. This is the dreaded crash. The economy spins out of control, businesses shut down, people lose their jobs, and the value of money plummets. Savings are wiped out and chaos reigns. It's a scary scenario, no doubt about it. But by understanding these stages, we can better prepare for the potential storm ahead. History has shown us time and again that economies are cyclical. What goes up must come down, and the signs are often there if we know where to look. Economists and financial experts spend their careers studying these patterns, trying to predict and mitigate the impacts of such downturns. For the average person, understanding these stages can be crucial. It allows for better financial planning and preparedness. During the phony boom, it might be tempting to spend lavishly, but it's wise to save and invest wisely, knowing that this stage is temporary. As inflation takes hold, being aware of the signs can help you make informed decisions about your spending and saving habits. Stockpiling essential goods and diversifying investments can be a strategy to protect against the devaluation of money. Community support and cooperation become vital as the economy starts to collapse. Helping each other can make a significant difference. Governments often step in with policies aimed at stabilizing the economy, but these measures can take time to have an effect. Eventually, economies do recover. New businesses emerge, jobs are created, and stability returns, but the journey can be long and arduous. Learning from past mistakes and educating ourselves about economic cycles can help us navigate future downturns more effectively. While a downward spiral can be daunting, understanding it equips us with the tools to face it head-on and emerge stronger on the other side. With knowledge, preparation, and resilience, we can weather the storm and look forward to a brighter economic future. Stay informed, stay prepared, and stay hopeful.
History is a great teacher, especially when it comes to economics. And one of the most vivid examples of a crack-up boom is the hyperinflation that gripped Germany's Weimar Republic in the 1920s. After World War I, Germany was saddled with massive debts and war reparations. To cope, the government started printing more and more money. At first, it seemed like a solution, but it wasn't long before the cracks began to show. Prices soared astronomically. People needed wheelbarrows full of cash just to buy a loaf of bread. Savings were wiped out overnight. The once mighty German economy crumbled, paving the way for social unrest and, ultimately, the rise of extremist ideologies. The Weimar Republic, hyperinflation is a stark reminder of what can happen when economic fundamentals are ignored and money printing spirals out of control. Unfortunately, the Weimar Republic isn't the only example of a crack-up boom. In the 21st century, Zimbabwe suffered a similar fate, reminding us that hyperinflation is not a relic of the past. In the early 2000s, Zimbabwe's government, facing economic turmoil, resorted to printing money to fund its spending. The result was a catastrophic hyperinflation that peaked in 2008. Prices doubled every single day. The currency became worthless. People saw their life savings evaporate. The economy went into a tailspin, and the human cost was immense. Zimbabwe's experience serves as a modern-day cautionary tale, highlighting the devastating consequences of unchecked money printing and economic mismanagement.